Man, you ever wake up one morning, look at your bank account, and think, where the f did all my money go? And then you start scrolling through your transactions, and it's like watching a horror movie. Netflix, Spotify, Amazon Prime, Apple Music, Disney, Hulu, some random app you downloaded once because it promised to turn your selfies into anime characters. $7 a month. Some other app you forgot you even had. $5 a month. And you realize you're bleeding out $10 at a time like some slow financial death by 1,000 cuts. We live in what I like to call subscription nation. Nothing is yours anymore. You don't buy shit, you rent it. You don't own movies, you access them until the company decides to pull them. You don't own music, you stream it until the licensing deal expires. You don't even own your goddamn software anymore. Microsoft looked at selling Office for a one-time price and said, nah, we're gonna milk these bastards every single year. And now people pay rent for Word documents. Fucking Word documents. Back in the day, you'd buy something once, it was yours forever. Want to watch a movie? You bought the DVD or VHS, stuck it on a shelf, and it was there whenever you wanted. Want to listen to music? You bought the CD, maybe downloaded MP3s, and boom, yours. Now, if you stop paying for your subscription, it's like you never even existed as a customer. You're digitally erased. Your playlists? Gone. Your saved shows? Gone. That software you were halfway through using? Locked. They don't just stop giving you new stuff. They take away what you already had. That's not renting, that's ransom. And the worst part is, it's not just entertainment. Everything is becoming a fucking subscription. Want a smart fridge? It needs a monthly premium fee to access advanced features. What the hell is an advanced fridge feature? Cold milk in 4,000? Want to use your fancy new electric car? Oh, that heated seat you thought came with it? That's going to be $12 a month. BMW actually tried that shit, selling heated seats as a subscription. You already bought the damn car, but no, now you got to pay rent to keep your ass warm in the winter. Hell, even toothbrush companies have gotten in on this scam. There are toothbrush subscriptions now. Toothbrushes. Like I can't just go to a store, spend $3, and brush my teeth like a normal human being. No, they want me to subscribe to oral hygiene like I'm getting VIP access to my own gums. What's next? Subscription toilet paper. Pay $5 a month to keep wiping? Oh, you missed a payment? Sorry, buddy, it's leaves and napkins for you until your account's current. And don't get me started on subscription boxes. That's just companies admitting, hey, we know you don't need all this shit, but we're going to send you random crap every month and convince you it's a treat. Half the time it's stuff you'd never buy for yourself. Novelty socks. Some weird snack from Japan you can't pronounce. A scented candle that smells like forest rain but actually smells like a wet dog. And people love it because it feels like Christmas. Except you're the one paying Santa. The problem is, subscriptions used to be the cheaper alternative. Remember when Netflix first came out? $8 a month for unlimited movies. That was a steal. Now, you need Netflix, Hulu, Disney, HBO Max, Peacock, Paramount, and 5 other services just to keep up with whatever's trending. And each one is $10 to $20 a month. Add it up, and you're spending more than cable ever cost. The whole point of cutting the cord was to save money. Now the cord is just tangled into 15 smaller cords, all draining your wallet. And these companies know exactly what they're doing. They price things just low enough so you won't notice. $4.99 here, $6.99 there. It's not about the amount, it's about the psychology. You see $4.99 and think, that's nothing, I'll barely notice it. And they're right, you won't notice it until it's stacked on top of 30 other that's nothings and suddenly your rent's late. And God help you if you try to cancel. You can sign up in 2 clicks, but canceling? Oh no, you've got to log in, go to account settings, scroll past 6 pages of ads, click manage subscription, confirm your password, answer a survey about why you're leaving. Click are you sure? Watch a guilt-tripping video from the CEO begging you to stay, and then, maybe, you're free. But they'll email you 3 times a week for the next 6 months, asking if you want to come back. The sneakiest part is how they make subscriptions for shit that doesn't even need upkeep. Like language learning apps, you pay monthly for words that have been around for centuries. The Spanish word for dog isn't changing next month. Why do I need to pay every 30 days for something that's not even new? It's like if someone rented you the moon. Well, you can keep looking at it, but if you stop paying, we'll pull down the curtains. It's gotten to the point where I'm paranoid about everything I buy. Every time I download a new app or buy a new gadget, I have to ask, is this a one-time thing, or am I marrying this company for life? Even printers have subscriptions now. Printers. Ink as a service. They track your pages, and if you print too much, they'll just stop sending ink until you pay more. That's not a subscription. That's a hostage situation. The truth is, we've been trained for it. We're the frog in the pot. The heat's been turned up slowly, and now we're boiling in monthly charges. Companies don't want you to own anything because ownership means they only get your money once. They want a steady drip, drip, drip of cash forever. It's not about selling you something, it's about keeping you on the hook. Forever. And the scariest part? We're so used to it now that if a company does offer something for a one-time fee, we actually get suspicious. Wait, I pay once and that's it? What's the catch? The catch is there is no catch. Or at least there wasn't until we collectively lost our goddamn minds and decided we liked being milked every month. Welcome to Subscription Nation, the place where you don't own a damn thing but you keep paying for it anyway. And you'll keep paying because deep down you know if you stop, they'll take it all away. And they will. Alright, here's the ugly truth. We don't own a damn thing anymore. We think we do, but that's the beauty of the subscription scam. They've tricked us into paying over and over for stuff we'll never actually hold, keep, or pass down. Back in the day, you bought a DVD that was yours. You could watch it anytime, lend it to a friend, or let it gather dust on a shelf for 10 years. Now, you pay a streaming service every month for the privilege of watching a movie you might want to see. And then one day, poof, it's gone because some corporate licensing deal expired. It's the same with music. Remember CDs? Vinyl? Even digital downloads. You bought a track once, it was yours forever. Now you subscribe to a music platform, and they can yank your favorite album at any time. Your carefully curated playlist could vanish tomorrow, and the company's only explanation would be a vague-ass email about content availability changes. Translation, we didn't feel like paying the artist anymore, so now you get nothing. And it's not just entertainment. Oh no. This cancer has spread everywhere. You can't even own software anymore. Photoshop. Used to be a one-time purchase. Now it's Adobe Creative Cloud. A name that sounds fluffy and harmless until you realize you're paying hundreds every year for the same damn program, and if you stop, they lock you out like you never existed. Games? Don't even get me started. You can buy a game for $70 and still not actually own it. It's tied to an account that can be banned, revoked, or have server support ended. And if it's a live service game, congratulations. You basically bought a ticket to a party that can be shut down at any time. Even cars are pulling this crap now. BMW tried charging people a monthly fee to turn on their heated seats. Seats you already paid for when you bought the car. Imagine that you own the damn car, but you have to subscribe to use a feature that's already physically inside it. That's like buying a fridge and paying a monthly fee to use the freezer. What's worse is how normalized it's become. We've been trained to think renting is the natural way of life now. You don't buy movies, you rent access. You don't buy software, you rent permission. You don't buy music, you rent the illusion of endless choice. And we fall for it because they package it as convenience and flexibility. But the real flexibility is on their side. The flexibility to jack up prices whenever they want and to take away whatever they please. It's not even just digital crap. You can subscribe to toothbrushes, underwear, razors, dog food, vitamins, coffee, air filters. Hell, they'll probably start offering oxygen subscription plans soon. For a low monthly fee, we'll make sure you keep breathing. Cancel anytime, but good luck holding your breath. The worst part. This model makes us anxious. If you own something, you never have to think about losing it. But with subscriptions, there's always a clock ticking in the background. Miss a payment, and suddenly you're locked out of your own life. Your files, your playlists, your favorite shows, your fancy car features. All gone because you dared to let a bill slip. It's corporate extortion with a smiley face logo, and we keep paying. Why? Because they've made it impossible to function without playing their game. Cancel Netflix, and you miss all the shows your friends are talking about. Cancel your cloud storage, and your photos vanish. Cancel your software and you can't work. They've built a trap so perfect that the only way out is to give up the modern conveniences you've been conditioned to rely on. They don't sell products anymore. They sell access, and access can be taken away at any time. That's the real con. We're all paying rent for the same shit we thought we owned, and somehow we've convinced ourselves that's normal. Man, here's the thing about subscriptions. They're not designed to cost you a lot at once. Oh no, that would make you notice and think twice. They're designed to bleed you slowly, drip by drip, until you wake up one day and realize your entire paycheck is gone and you're still wondering why you can't afford lunch. This is the genius level, evil as fuck strategy behind the only $9.99 a month model. $9? That's nothing, right? That's just 2 coffees. And that's exactly how they get you. It starts small. You sign up for Netflix because everyone's talking about Stranger Things. $15 a month. Whatever, no big deal. Then you get Spotify because your buddy tells you ads are ruining the vibe. Another $10. Amazon Prime? Sure, you like free shipping? Boom, $14 more. Then Hulu, Disney, maybe HBO Max. Which, by the way, keeps rebranding like it's a fugitive hiding from the cops. Before you know it, you're subscribed to 7 streaming platforms and you still can't find one goddamn thing to watch. And it's not just entertainment. They get you on everything. Gym memberships you never use. Cloud storage you forgot you had. Apps you downloaded once to try and now you're paying $3.99 every month for some random photo filter you haven't touched since 2018. You're bleeding money and you don't even realize it because it's not one big cut. It's 1,000 tiny ones. Then there's the free trials. Oh, the free trials. These are basically subscription gateway drugs. Try it free for 7 days, they say. But you have to put in your credit card and you tell yourself, I'll just cancel before it charges me. Yeah, right. Life gets busy, you forget, and boom. You've now been paying for 3 months for an app that helps you meditate with whale noises. Some companies are so slick with it, they don't even call it a subscription. They'll say membership or club or premium tier. Peloton doesn't just sell you a bike. They sell you access to use the damn bike. You already dropped a couple grand on that thing, and yet you're still paying monthly so the screen turns on. Imagine buying a couch and paying $5 a month just to sit on it. Then there's bundling, which is like the subscription mafia. Apple, Google, Amazon, they know you're drowning in bills, so they say, hey, instead of paying separately for all this crap, pay us one monthly fee for everything. And because it feels like you're saving money, you sign up. But here's the twist. You're now paying for shit you don't even use. It's like going to a buffet and only eating bread, but still getting charged for the steak. The psychology behind this is evil brilliance. If you bought something outright for $200, you'd think about it. You'd weigh your options. But $10 a month? That's nothing. Except 10 of those nothings is $100. 20 of them is $200. And because they all hit your account at random times, you never feel the pain all at once. It's death by 1,000 monthly charges. What's even worse, they hide the cancel buttons like they're part of a CIA operation. Oh, you want to cancel? Cool. Log in, click settings, then account, then manage subscription, then learn more, then chat with support. Then wait for an email, then click a link, then enter your password, then solve a CAPTCHA, then confirm in another email, and then they'll hit you with a guilt trip pop-up saying, are you sure you want to miss out on all this value? And if you think that's bad, some companies pull the annual billing scam. You sign up thinking you're paying monthly, but nope, they hit you for a year all at once. Now you've got $120 gone in a single day, and you can't even get a refund because it's in the terms and conditions. The same terms that are 87 pages long and written like a legal riddle. Subscriptions are the new taxes. Except instead of going to the government, your money goes to 57 different corporations, each with their own way of nicking $15 from you every month. And unlike taxes, there's no public service in return. Just the privilege of accessing some shit you'll lose the second you stop paying. The real horror is when you add it all up. Go ahead, do the math. Tally every subscription you've got. Streaming, apps, software, gym, cloud storage, memberships, even that stupid meal kit you thought would make you cook more but now just rots in the fridge. For most people, it's hundreds every month, thousands a year, all for stuff that, if you owned it outright, would cost a fraction. And the worst part? They bank on you not noticing. They design it that way. Small charges, scattered billing dates, hidden invoices. Because the second you actually look at your statement and see Apple $4.99, Spotify $9.99, Netflix $15.99, Amazon $14.99, Dropbox $11.99, you might wake up and cancel, but as long as they keep it under the radar, you keep bleeding. This isn't convenience. It's modern slavery with a credit card. And the chains aren't made of metal. They're made of auto-renewal settings. Man, let's be honest, this shit didn't happen overnight. There wasn't one single moment when society collectively said, yep, let's start paying rent for literally everything we use. No, it was a slow, sneaky creep into our lives. And we didn't even fight it. We welcomed it like a drunk uncle at a barbecue who says he's just staying for the weekend and ends up living in your guest room for 3 years. It started with stuff that made sense. Cable TV was too expensive, too bloated with channels we never watched, so Netflix came along and said, hey, $10 a month and you can watch anything, anytime, no commercials. And we all thought, holy shit, this is the future. And for a while it was. The value was actually there. But then, like a bad sequel, everyone wanted a piece of that pie. Disney was like, wait, we own half the movies in existence. Let's make our own thing. HBO, Amazon, Hulu, Apple. Suddenly, instead of paying one bill for cable, we were paying 6 bills for streaming. We cut the cord just to tie ourselves up in a bigger knot. And then came the software revolution. Remember when you could just buy Microsoft Office? Pay once, done. You had it for life. Now it's Office 365. Only $99 a year, every year, forever for the same damn software. Adobe pulled the same stunt with Photoshop. It used to be you paid for it once, kept it for years. Now it's $20 a month, and if you stop paying, you can't even open your own files. Imagine buying a hammer and having to pay a monthly fee to keep swinging it. The subscription mindset spread like a virus. Apps saw it. Startups saw it. Even physical product companies saw it. And that's where shit really went off the rails. We used to own things. You bought a razor, you owned the razor. Now it's the Dollar Shave Club. Sure, it's convenient, but think about it. You're not just buying a razor, you're enrolling in a relationship. You are now in a committed monthly payment situation with a piece of metal you run across your face. Same with toothbrushes. There are companies that will ship you replacement heads every 3 months for a small fee. Which sounds great until you realize you're now basically paying rent on your own dental hygiene. It's psychological warfare. They hook you on the idea of always new, always upgraded, always delivered. They promise it's hassle-free. And you feel smart. Look at me, I don't even have to think about it. But that's the point. They don't want you thinking about it, because if you did, you might realize you've been paying for something you could buy once and be done with. And don't even get me started on premium tiers. These are the ultimate drug dealer moves. They give you the free version, just enough to keep you coming back. But cripple it so badly that it's frustrating as hell. You want the good stuff? Pay up. And once you do, they'll dangle even better stuff above you, like a carrot on a stick, for an even higher tier. You end up in this cycle where you're paying extra just to make your life a little less annoying, but never enough to make it completely free of bullshit. What makes this so dangerous is how it rewires our brains. We get conditioned to think a $10 or $20 monthly fee is nothing. That's why we sign up for all these services without a second thought. The pain is small, spread out, and easy to ignore. And because it's automatic, we never have to take action. We just keep paying month after month, year after year, until we've spent enough to buy a small car and all we have to show for it is access to an app that counts our steps. We've basically been trained to accept that access is better than ownership. And that's the scam. They convince us that renting is better because it's flexible, it's updated, it's always on. But the truth, ownership is freedom. Subscription is dependence. If you own it, no one can take it away. If you're subscribed, they can pull the plug the second you stop paying. And here's the kicker. They know how lazy we are. That's their ace in the hole. Canceling a subscription requires effort, and humans are masters at procrastination. We'll say, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. And then 3 months later, we're still paying for that online guitar lesson app, even though the guitar is sitting in the corner collecting dust. They weaponize our inertia. So now in 2025, we've reached the point where people think it's normal to subscribe to everything. Entertainment, software, groceries, clothing, exercise, even damn coffee pods. Hell, there are even subscription services for underwear. Think about that. We are literally renting our underwear. At this point, the only thing left is for landlords to start charging us a monthly access fee. To our own furniture, we got hooked because it started as a convenience. It became a habit, and now it's a dependency. Subscriptions are like that toxic relationship you know is bad for you but can't walk away from. Because deep down you like the comfort, the predictability, the ease of it. And as long as we keep thinking like that, they've got us right where they want us. Look, man, here's the cold truth. Breaking free from the subscription trap is harder than quitting sugar, smoking, or that toxic ex who somehow still texts you up at 2 a.m. It's not just about money. It's about convenience, comfort, and the fact that these companies have woven themselves so deep into your daily life that cutting them out feels like performing brain surgery on yourself. Step 1 is the same as any recovery program. Admit you have a fucking problem. And I'm not talking about muttering, yeah, I probably have too many subscriptions, but while sipping your overpriced oat milk latte that you ordered through an app that's charging you $12 a month for VIP rewards. I mean, actually looking at your bank statement and realizing, holy shit, I'm paying for 17 different things every single month, and I barely use half of them. That's your wake-up call. Step 2, go scorched earth. Pull up that statement, make a list of everything charging you. And don't sugarcoat it, even the cheap ones go down. Those $2.99 apps pile up just as fast as the $20 ones. Now comes the hard part, start canceling. And here's where they'll fight back. Subscription companies don't just let you go. They have more escape-proof tactics than a Vegas casino. You'll look for the cancel button and it'll be hidden behind a maze of menus. You'll get guilt trip pop-ups. Are you sure? You'll lose all your saved data, like they're trying to convince you not to break up with them. Some will force you to call them to cancel, because they know damn well nobody wants to sit on hold for 45 minutes. And while you're waiting, they'll play cheerful music like you're not sitting there plotting their corporate demise. But you've got to push through. Be more stubborn than they are sneaky. Cancel that shit. Watch them try to tempt you with special offers. 1 free month, a discounted rate, some useless feature you didn't ask for. Don't take it. They're like an ex promising they've changed. They haven't. Here's the kicker. Once you cancel a bunch of them, you start to realize how much mental space they were taking up. Every notification, every email saying new content for you, all that noise starts to fade. You start owning your time again. You start owning your shit again. And let's not pretend it's all about cutting. You can still have subscriptions, but be smart about it. Ask yourself, do I really use this enough to justify paying for it every month? If the answer's no, drop it. Rotate services if you have to. Subscribe to Netflix for a month, binge everything you want, cancel, then switch to another. Make them work for your money. Also, stop subscribing to things you could just buy once. Need a workout plan? Buy a book. Need Photoshop level editing? There are free tools. Need music? YouTube still exists. Companies want you to believe subscription is the only way, but it's not. Breaking free is about more than just saving cash. It's about rejecting this modern idea that access is enough. Access is not ownership. Access can be taken away. Ownership is power. Ownership means nobody can flip a switch and make your stuff disappear. We've been conditioned for over a decade to think that paying forever for something we don't own is normal. Well, fuck normal. Normal is broke. Normal is being tethered to 30 different companies with invisible strings pulling at your wallet. You want to win? Cut those strings. Tell them to shove their auto renew up their ass. The real scam isn't just that you're paying for stuff you don't own. It's that you're giving away control. And the second you stop doing that, you'll feel richer, freer, and way less like a hostage in your own life.